Most people only see their doctor a few days each year. For all the other days, there's CVS Health Hub, where you can see a provider, fill a prescription, and grab the essentials you need in just one trip, even on evenings and weekends. For care between doctor visits, from earaches to help with diabetes or sleep apnea, visit your local CVS Health Hub today. That's healthier, made easier. Services vary by location. See cvs.com/healthhub for details.
Some cars are comfy on the inside, but don't have power on the outside. And some cars have the horsepower, but none of the comfort. I used to think there weren't any cars that were the total package. But that all changed when I got my Honda SUV. It's rugged and sophisticated. And right now, Honda has deals on the entire Honda SUV lineup. CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, Passport, you name it. So if you're looking for a car that's the total package, the only place you'll find it is at your local Honda dealer. Hurry before they're all gone.
Hey, DJs, I need to tell you about MyBookie.ag. They are the industry's best online sportsbook and casino, and boy, do they have a deal for you. Sign up now using the promo code AbsoluteDGen, and the fine folks at MyBookie will match you dollar for dollar up to 1,000 smackaroos. That is extra money you can bet on NBA, NHL, UFC, boxing, and of course, Major League Baseball, because baseball is back in full swing. And we want you all to hit a grand slam by betting, winning, and getting paid with MyBookie.
Absolute sports betting degeneracy.
Hey everybody, Arch here, and it is Friday. Max, what's going on?
Before Panther gets to just kind of throw a parade for himself and say how right he was with his team of destiny, let's also remember he bet against them yesterday. I bet on them in the last two games. I have bet on the Canadiens. I was on board with the team of destiny. He, of course, had to try to go with his homerism, bet on his Vegas team. And you know what happened? Is the Vegas curse came back, Panther. You thought it was gone, but the Vegas curse came back. All hail the team of destiny. Woo!
You know, it's hard to be humble when you're fucking right every goddamn time. And I bet against myself. Like, okay, team of destiny, bet against them. Panther curse, fucking alive and well. Hell, I even said real loud and proud how I'm betting on the Suns, knowing goddamn well I'm going to lose that game too. Thank God for baseball.
You did all right in baseball. Yeah, Team of Destiny. Congratulations, Montreal Canadiens. This is so cool. I'm so proud of them. I'm so happy. This will be fun. This will be fun.
I love it. I love it. I told you guys in the pre-show, I'm genuinely rooting for the Canadiens. I mean, of course, depending on the outcome of today's game, I might really be rooting for them. Please
don't make me look like Sex Panther.
Did they get an asterisk, though? In all seriousness, it was a weird another COVID season. Didn't play a normal schedule. Never played an American team until they played Vegas. Like, is there an asterisk involved here?
Oh, fine. Then give your fucking Tampa Bay Lightning an asterisk, Panther. Your fucking awesome team with the Tampa Bay Lightning who won a championship last year. Give them a fucking asterisk, too. Why not?
Okay.
I'm going to act like Dodger fans and just assume, no, that was normal. It's perfect. It's a real championship.
Listen, I understand where Panther's coming from, right? I mean, you're playing those Canadian teams, and I'd venture to say that the Canadian teams, as by and large, you play the Flames, Winnipeg. We saw who the real Toronto Maple Leafs were, Vancouver. I mean, you're not playing the harder teams day in and day out. And I'll put like a team like Minnesota as a harder team, right? I mean, I feel like, you know, the Vegas, Colorado, Minnesota, all those teams, except for Arizona. Fucking Arizona sucks. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that there's some harder, and then forget about it. You know, the fucking Bruins, the Lightning, the fucking Florida. Like there's a lot of good teams playing here in the States, less so in Canada. So yeah, I don't know if Montreal makes the playoffs if it's a regular, you're playing all the teams in the league type season. So it doesn't matter, though. It's the team with the hot hand. And right now, Carey Price is the best goalie in hockey. Right now, Montreal has figured out a way to win games against good teams. So at that point in time, like, I don't take anything against them. And I honestly don't take anything against Tampa, even in the bubble season last year. But with the Lakers, fuck them. Fuck them. Bubble champs. Dodgers too. Fuck them.
Oh, shit.
But they did beat Vegas, Panther. I mean, I didn't get great grades in geography, but at last I checked, Vegas was in America.
I feel like Vegas, I feel like there might be a meltdown here. This is the third year now that they've had championship aspirations. They changed their coach after the 1 year. Now they're having goalie issues. I fear when things like this happen, when they can't get over the hump, I fear management does something stupid and off the wall, and there's just a complete implosion. I hope they don't. They are going to have a goalie thing, and I'm not sure that Lehner's the guy. But this team has just been pounding on the door and just can't get over that hump.
When things like that happen, usually your best player grows a man bun, gets engaged to an actress, becomes pussy whipped, and then says maybe he doesn't want to play for his team.
What, that happens?
Well, yeah, doesn't that happen? I think the people in Wisconsin know about that.
Yeah, Lehner wasn't good last night.
No.
He wasn't awful. They didn't have to pull him or anything, but he wasn't good. And we kind of said that. It's like, which Lehner shows up? And once you turn away from Marc-Andre Fleury, I don't know if you could have went back. Right, like once they said, Fleury, you're benched. We're putting. I think Fleury's fucking done at that point, and I think he's done with that team.
That's what I'm getting at. I think it's now they're facing Lehner as their goalie, and I don't know that they're going to be happy with that.
No, I don't think so, because there's so many elite goalies in the league. I mean, you look at the game tonight has two of the elite goalies in the league playing. Absolutely, two of the best goalies in the league are playing tonight. Winnipeg has one of the best goalies. You're looking around and you're seeing these teams like there's better goalies out there. And you look at what Lehner does last night and you're like, shit, if they had Carey Price in goal, then they're unstoppable. And you look back at that Colorado series and Marc-Andre Fleury was incredibly hot. And that's how they just shut down Colorado, and Colorado had the lesser goalie. So I worry about Vegas moving forward. I think their window is, I'm not saying it's closed, but Vegas's window is probably closing. Colorado, I think, still has a chance next year to come back from the cup.
All right. Well, we can get to who they're going to play in a minute, but first we've got something else to look at. Interesting line here. Atlanta, Milwaukee. It's Atlanta +8, Max.
Yeah, as we're transitioning to the NBA, a couple of head coaching things happen. Rick Carlisle going back to the Indiana Pacers. He coached 4 seasons there. If you guys remember, Carlisle was actually an assistant under Larry Bird when Larry Bird coached the Pacers. So it's a kind of a little bit of a homecoming for him. And then he gave the endorsement, and it seems like Jason Kidd's going to be the coach of the Dallas Mavs, which is something that, I mean, we absolutely thought. I don't hate it. I think, again, he's had a couple stints as coach, right? He was the Brooklyn coach. He was the Milwaukee coach. He's done some assistant coaches and stuff like that. So I think he's probably a little bit more mature now. He's probably a good guy to coach Doncic, and hopefully they keep who is it? Jamal Mosley is that assistant that Doncic really likes. Hope they keep him around. But anyway, talking about coaches, right? You got Milwaukee with their coach Budenholzer, who used to coach Atlanta. You have Atlanta, who made a mid-season coaching change, and ever since then they've been fucking unbelievable. They've had championship aspirations ever since they made that coaching change. This team floundered in the beginning of the season. They looked like absolute dog shit, and then they turned things around. And when I bet on game 1, I thought 7.5 points was too many points. And the Hawks won that game. Now the fucking line is 8. And I just don't get it. Milwaukee needs to wake the fuck up if they want to make the finals, because through the entire season, through the entire playoffs, they have sleepwalked. I don't know. They're just like kind of walking through these games. They're getting wins, but now they're facing a hungry team, a really hungry team that is not ravaged by injuries. By the way, shut the fuck up, Scottie Pippen. You're just shitting on Kevin Durant for his Game 7 performance. Shut up. You fucking sat games out with headaches. You pouted when fucking Tony Kukoc got the last shot. Shut up, Scottie Pippen. But I digress. Atlanta's a hungry team, and they're not injured. Now, that said, game 1, Atlanta did not blow them out. Came down to a few key plays. at the end of the game. So does Milwaukee have a chance of winning this game? Absolutely. It's hard to imagine them going down 2-0. If they go down 2-0, they're getting swept. And is Milwaukee going to get swept by Atlanta? I can't fathom that. But I also can't fathom 8 fucking points. 8 goddamn points. $10 bet on the Hawks. I'm going to take those points.
You going to take the points?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
I mentioned this before, but Atlanta, it's still such a young team, and they're a very good team. Don't get me wrong; they're a very good team, but they're so young. I don't know if they knew how good they could be. And the more they win, the more success they have against these allegedly better teams, the more confidence that they're getting, the more dangerous they become. This is a team that not just this year, but for the foreseeable future, could be a real thorn in people's asses. And I'm with Max here. I don't get it. The win kind of surprised me, but didn't surprise me. But the line now getting worse, I just don't get it. I'm who's seeing what? Milwaukee hasn't done anything in these playoffs to say that they are 8 points better than the Hawks. If they're going to continue to give the Hawks these kind of points, there's no 3 and out. They're just betting Atlanta every freaking game. I'm in complete agreement with Max. $20, $25 on the Hawks.
$25 on the Hawks. Gotcha. I'm in this. I agree. I mean, I bet them game 1. I think they probably lose this game. I think Milwaukee most likely takes this game. But I kind of thought that in game 1 too. But there's too many points. 8 points is too many. I want a piece of Atlanta as well. I want to throw my $20 there, and it's just bizarre. I mean, Max said they walked through the playoffs. I almost think they bumbled into the playoffs. Yeah. It just fell into this situation. God,
Jesus.
All right.
Hey, before we go on, I need to, we have this contest going on where if you give us a review on either the podcast or on the app, right, we will enter you into a contest. I need to, I don't have the information of the guy that gave us this review, but his name on iTunes is Zach 1717171717171771. Anyway, gave us a 3-star review, 3 out of 5.
There you go.
Not bad. Not terrible. 3 out of 5. His remarks were, seems pretty good, but obviously not very confident if your units are $10. I got a couple comments about that. First off, Panther sells his unit to women for a lot more than $10, so leave his unit out of this. And I have to say, Arch, you gave us $1,000 to play with. I need to ask for $10,000. Like, if you want us to go, like, I'll go $100 a game if you're giving me $10,000 to play with, Arch. So I'm asking for a raise.
I got to refinance my house first before I give you guys $10,000.
In all seriousness, no. Like, you're entered in the contest. You give any review. It doesn't have to be a good review. No. You give any review. So, message us or whatever, and we will enter you in the contest to win a free DJing shirt. And we take all feedback. And, in all seriousness, though, if you've been listening to the show for a while, the whole thing is Arch gave us $1,000 on the show for us to, and so we're doing a money management thing. We're trying to teach people how to do money management as well. In real life, I am betting more than $10 on games. So my debt in basketball is actually a lot higher than on the show. So just so you're aware, I had a really bad basketball season, not just a bad basketball season, but I have been doing much better in hockey. So that's a good thing. Here we are, the Islanders at Tampa Bay, right? Alanis Morissette once wrote a song about irony, which had absolutely nothing to do with irony and more to do with things that just suck, right? It could have just been, doesn't this suck? Isn't it ironic? But I digress here. Fitting into both the ironic and the sucky column for Tampa Bay is the injury to Nikita Kucherov. Kucherov has been their most potent offensive weapon in the playoffs. And this is the dude that missed the regular season with a questionable injury that kept him fresh and off the salary cap for the Lightning. So ironic if they play an elimination game without him. Let's just assume the Lightning are at full strength. Let's assume he does play tonight and he's healthy and he's good to go. Comparing the metrics with New York is just absolutely staggering. Islanders getting the better shots. Islanders getting the high danger shots. Yet it's the Lightning that are converting their shots more often into goals. So now let's assume that Kucherov cannot play. And as the line shift looks like, it seems to indicate he's not playing. I don't know if you're looking at that line shift right now on screen. It seems to indicate he's not playing. Without him, Tampa's expected goals decreases. Their high danger shots are less per game. And their power play drops from 38% conversion to 22% conversion. 22% is still pretty good, by the way. So I know some people are going to assume what I'm about to do is out of desperation. I've been critical of Tampa all season, but I am doing this because I still see value in doing it. I still believe the Islanders have a chance to keep it close. I still believe the Islanders have a chance to win. And at this plus line, I'm going to do it. A $20 bet on the Islanders.
$20, is that a sign of your confidence?
Oh, I always bet $20 on the show in hockey.
Touching on the review, you have to keep in mind when we're betting $10, $20, $25, we're not doing just like solo games. You look at my sheet today, I've got 9 games involved. So that tends to add up when you have a $1,000 bankroll and you've got about 20 or 25% of it wrapped up in 9 games. I'd say we're probably wagering about the right amount. But looking at this game, Islanders, it's going to be a lot like the Vegas game. I've been riding Tampa Bay pretty much the entire series. I bet the Islanders twice, hit them twice. I thought Tampa Bay would wrap it up in Game 6, but man, the Islander defense, that goalie, it's everything about the Islanders all season long. They've been riding the coattails of their defense and their goaltending, and that's their ticket to win. They've got to slow down that Tampa Bay offense, keep it low scoring, and they will have a shot. I talked about it maybe a week ago. We were going to be looking at a Canadiens versus Islanders Cup, and we very well may. I just think one of the two between Vegas and Tampa was getting in. Clearly, it's not Vegas. So to make Max eat some crow at some point, I got to ride the Lightning. $20 on the Lightning.
All right, man. The Lightning should win. They absolutely should win, but man, New York just will not go away. I think there's a little bit of value on the Islanders. That's where I would be looking, but I do fear the Tampa Bay's probably going to win the game. This is a tough one. Very tough. Maybe just bet against Panther.
Well,
it's not the worst strategy.
The universe will always take a dump on him. That's my motto. All right, that's it for basketball and hockey.
All right, let us talk about DGen Gear. I'm not going to try to compete with 6e6 for his title of who does the best ad reads. He is the king of the ad reads. I give him that. What I'm going to do is offer you substance. He offers you style. I'm going to offer you substance. DGen Gear is legit. Everything is super comfortable. You have these great designs inspired by shit that happened on our show. We have Moneyline Mafia stuff, Panther, the Moneyline Don. We've got the Near Elites. And Panther, in real life, proudly rocks a Zeke physique. So you can celebrate him and Zeke by getting a Zeke physique t-shirt. Head over to AbsoluteDegeneracy.com. Go to the DGen shop and order yourself a shirt, a hat, and help us keep the lights on around here. DGen Gear helps you go full DGen.
All right, baseball.
Is that Zeke physique shirt? Is that a crop top? Is it cut off at the belly button? What's it?
Probably could just get a women's shirt, a women's version of it. And
oh God,
a tank top. Yeah.
Ugh. What do you got in baseball, Max?
Sports bra.
Oh no, I don't want to think about this.
Oh my God, we got to get an absolute DGen sports bra. There you go. And Panther's going to rock that for when he plays basketball.
It's the man's ear.
Better sleep means a better you. That's why Mattress Firm made the Rest Assured Promise, featuring the best mattresses from America's best brands. For a limited time, save $500 on Tempur-Breeze mattresses and sleep 8 degrees cooler. Plus, get a $300 instant gift good towards sleep accessories. Our sleep experts have over 200 hours of training, so you can rest assured we'll find the right bed for you. Only at Mattress Firm, America's #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer. Offer valid with qualifying purchase. Restrictions apply. Valid at participating locations only. For offer details, visit mattressfirm.com/sale.
This isn't just basketball. This is the NBA playoffs. And with William Hill Sportsbook, you can dial up the playoff intensity from the palm of your hand. Just download the William Hill mobile app, and your first bet of up to $500 is risk-free using promo code RadioRF. New users only. Must be 21 years or older and present in Virginia to bet. Paid and free bets. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call, text, or chat our confidential and toll-free helplines at 1-888-532-3500. William Hill Sportsbook, proud partner of the NBA. Let's make it interesting.
It's the man's ear. Baseball, a lot of games on the board today. I'm still not loving. I'm still not loving a lot of things. Let's look at Washington and Miami. I missed on the Marlins yesterday, and I might as well miss on them again. Lester getting the nod today for the Nats, and we know Lester can be hit. Problem is the Marlins can't hit. What they can do is pitch. And if they can scratch out one or two runs, then maybe Lopez with his 2.13 home ERA has a chance of nabbing a win. Nats, though, man, they're playing really good fucking baseball right now. Only 3.5 games behind the Mets in the East. 9-1 over their last 10 games. So I completely understand that Panthers going to jump on the Nationals here with this plus line. I'm just Miami's going to have, I have faith they're going to win one of these games, right? They got to. So $10 bet on the fish.
Yeah, my Pittsburgh bet hit yesterday, and Washington's my plus line for today. I think we look at Lester being on the mound, you're like, cringe. You're like, But if you look at his recency, his last 4 outings have been really, really good. So if he can pitch that well again against a really poor hitting Marlins lineup, the Nationals only going to need about 3 runs to win this game. And the way they've been hitting, I think they can do it. So, yeah, I am jumping on that plus line, $20 on the Nats.
I think it's the Marlins day here. I really do. What are they, minus 145 now? 144? Yeah. I like the
Jesus.
I like the way the line.
What?
Yeah, it moved a lot.
Oh. God damn.
I think this line movement is justified. Look at that. It just exploded. It was minus 130. Now it's minus 144. I think that line movement is justified. Like I said, $12 on the fish, minus 144 before it gets worse.
Jesus Christ.
They got it. Don't panic.
Man. Let's talk Yankees at Boston.
Oh, boy.
Once upon a time, this series was must-watch TV. Now this rivalry is just stale. No one really fucking cares anymore about Yankees Red Sox. Especially, I get a little glee out of this, by the way, looking into this. Since 2004, the Yankees have 1 world championship. Red Sox have 4. The Red Sox started the season just absolutely red hot. They've cooled down a bit, but still, they're only a half game out of first place in the AL East. And I mentioned this to Arch, I think, off air, but they had the specter, the potential ace starter, Chris Sale, facing batters for the first time this weekend in a rehab start. So with Chris Sale on the verge of returning, if he can be anything close to what he was before his injury, goddamn, the Red Sox adding a fucking ace. That's what they need, is some pitching. For the Yankees, what is going right with the Yankees this season? Starting pitching is iffy, often injured. Bullpen is nowhere close to where it used to be. Their bats are inconsistent. You get the feeling, though, if they could put it all together, they could compete. The problem is, they just haven't been able to. So why do I like the Yankees tonight, you ask? Well, because lately their bats have been looking good. And Perez has a home ERA above 7, so I think Perez is going to get hammered by this Yankees team. And I don't think the Yankees are going to be swept in Boston. I think they do pull out at least one of these games in the series. So a $10 bet on New York.
I wasn't on this game. I probably should be, but I like the Yankees here as well. Stanton, if he can stay healthy, he's been crushing the ball. They got Luke Voit back from the IL. He's hit 2 home runs in his first 3 games back. And don't look now, but Gary Sanchez looks like vintage Gary Sanchez. He's been crushing the ball. About the only weak spot in the lineup recently has been Gleyber Torres, who just, I don't know if he's up there blindfolded or what his deal is, but he's a strikeout machine. But other than that, I think you nailed everything. The Yankees got the pitching advantage. I think they got the sticks. The one big thing for the Red Sox right now has been JD Martinez. He is absolutely having a career year. just not getting as much help in the hitting lineup. I should be on the Yankees. I didn't jump on them, so we'll call it a really, really heavy lean on the Yankees.
Yeah, I'll lean the Yankees in this one too, but I don't really have a side in this game. It looks to be pretty close. It should be a fun game to watch, but I'm off this one.
All right, last one up for me. Kansas City at Texas. Best game on the board today. All right, must watch TV. Better than Yankees Red Sox rivalry. Kansas City at Texas. Got two pitchers with ERAs above 4 on the season. But if you look at their respective road and home ERAs, it's a quite different story. Mike Minor's road ERA pretty damn good, and Dunning's home ERA pretty damn good. So I think, looking at the over-under, especially if you're expecting a high-run affair in this game, I think you're kind of going to be in for something else. I think you're going to see more of a solid pitching matchup, in at least through the first 5. And, both teams just, I don't know if I had to pick an adjective, dreadful lately. Like dreadful is a word that you could use to describe both teams lately. And it comes down to pitching, because the offense of each of these teams is actually pretty damn good. I mean, as a Mets fan, I know bad offense. And when I watch Kansas City or Texas play, I don't see bad offense out there. What I do like in this game, though, is the line movement. I do have Texas winning this game, and seeing what the line is doing, I'm going to do it. A $10 bet on the Rangers.
Yeah, it wasn't a game that I liked. I'm not in favor of the Royals at all. They really struggle to score runs again. It seems like sometimes they can crush the ball and score a lot of runs, and then other times they can't find the broadside of a barn. I can't make heads or tails of this team. And same with the Rangers. They got some power hitters, but not a lot of contact hitters, and I don't like the pitching. Just does nothing for me. So I'm really just not even on this game. Don't even have a lean.
Oh, not even a lean. I'll lean Texas in this one. They should win. They should beat the Royals, but I don't have enough confidence to bet them. Minus 116 is what you're laying down there, Max.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, again, I like the line movement.
Yeah, so. I see it. Yeah.
That's all I got, Panther. What else?
I have to blow through these quick because I've got a lot, and we're going to eat a lot of chalk today. Let's start with Baltimore at Toronto. Matt Harvey, who pitches like shit, going against Manaea, who's been a gem of a find for the Blue Jays. I think one of the big question marks we had for the Blue Jays coming into the season was, would their pitching match what we expected their hitting to be? And Manoah has been one of those guys that's really elevated their pitching. Baltimore is just, they're horrible. They can't score, and Harvey can't pitch. This one's going to be a blowout, so I'm actually going to run line it minus 131 on the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have the Blue Jays winning this one. I'm with you. The Orioles just they look like trash lately. They can't put up the runs. They're just getting beaten really badly. So I think you'd have to run line this one to get some value. Manoah at home has not been that good. He's only had a few starts, so he needs a bounce back from his last bad home outing. So. But Harvey, man, I feel bad for him. I think the downfall was that Mets game. So poor dude.
They broke him.
I think they did. I'll lean on Toronto.
Toronto's going to win. Minus 235 is high, but man, I've got them covering that 70%. Not a big sweat here. So I'll just bet the $12 on Toronto minus 235.
All righty, let's have a looky at the Angels and the Rays then. Didn't know much about this Kittredge kid, but he's pitched really, really well. Canning's a subpar pitcher. Tampa Bay had that 10-inning, extra inning affair last night in a 0-0 game up until that point. I think the bats can come alive today. I might be jumping into a trap. As soon as I said it, Arch was all over the So if it's a trap, I feel good. Give me the Rays.
It's a trap.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the Angels here. I couldn't quite bet it because I can't trust them. But yeah, it's a heavy lean on Los Angeles.
I wrote a note to myself: if line gets worse for Los Angeles, bet Los Angeles, and there went. It's plus 130 down from plus 138. $12 on the Angels.
Money hammering Tampa Bay.
Yep. I like the way this line is shifting.
Capital T.
I put that on the Panther parlay. Let's have a look then at the Astros. I got a couple of these blowouts I have to run line. Astros at Detroit. Willie Peralta. I thought he was out of the league. He probably should be out of the league. Max didn't even know. He thought he was a rookie. He's been so far removed.
No fucking clue who Wiley Peralta was. No.
Yeah, and now he has no business being in Detroit's rotation. Like, his pitching awful. Now you're going against the Astros team who can pitch well. Framber Valdez is starting to look like an ace, and the Astros are they put up double-digit runs in 4 of their last 5 games. This team is clicking on all cylinders. Basically, you just want to get out of their way. It's a run line for me, and even that only brings it down to minus 155, but I'm still putting $20 on the Astros.
Ooh, it's minus 158 now.
Jeez. I love Houston here, too. I just couldn't do it. Fucking Valdez. Fucking amazing. Jesus Christ. And on the road, even better. Moral support here, buddy. I hope you hit this run line. I think you probably will. A lean on Houston.
Yeah, leaning Houston. A little too high and a little bizarre line movement right at the end here, the way it's breaking. I don't think Detroit's a real threat to Houston at all, but I'm going to lay off this one.
All right. Here's one I think Arch is on. We were talking about it pre-show. Let's have a look at Oakland at San Francisco. San Francisco's made me a lot of money. They've been the surprise team, I think, of the year. But Johnny Cueto has been really hittable. He's probably the downfall of that rotation. And Oakland has got the sticks. And save for April, maybe, Sean Manaea has pitched very well for the A's. Vegas kind of thinks Oakland's winning this since they're the favorite. And I think Oakland will at least get this one while they're in San Francisco. So I will put $20 on the A's.
Yeah, I think that's the play. I think Oakland probably is the play. I did not like what I was seeing from the line movement here. I thought there was something fishy here. I'm leaning San Francisco because I have them winning, but I got spooked by this one. So I think you're right. I think Oakland ends up being the play today.
Yeah, I do like Oakland today. Panther and I were talking about a pre-show. I'm going to throw my $12 on the Athletics.
All right, and one more. We're going to look at another run line. I have been I want to say beating up on the Padres for a vast majority of the season, but they weren't playing well. But don't look now. This team's playing well. They're hitting the ball. They're pitching very well. And now they get a really favorable matchup against a shit team like the Diamondbacks. Is their road record still going? They still haven't won a game on the road in like 23 games, I don't think. So they're going to lose another one here. Corbin Martin, another guy I didn't even know was still in the league. Thought he was done. He's got like an 8-something ERA. Diamondback's going to get killed. And what makes things worse for them is they were at least scoring some runs. Now they're not even scoring runs. So, I'll run line the Padres. Looks like we're getting minus 141, unless that changed.
It's like 140. It's like 140. 140.
Okay. $20 on the Padres.
Same thing, man. Yeah, Padres should win this one. You should probably get the run line here. I thought moral support. I can't fucking do it. A lean on San Diego.
They kind of priced me out of it. They're going to win, but minus 288, minus 310, minus 290. A little too high, but they're going to win. I don't. Maybe throw a little bit of money. Maybe parlay Panthers for 3 run lines. I don't know. Ooh, you got anything else? That's it, Panther?
Nope, no, sir. That's all I got.
You touched on all the games I wanted to talk about. Wait, we got a comment from Anthony Money. Take the Tigers. Don't sleep on them at home with the plus line. I'll take it.
I mean, with a name like Anthony Money, he's got the money. I mean, we don't have the money, Arch. Give us a raise.
I'll work on that.
Betting against the Astros. Just saying.
All right, we talked about baseball, basketball, hockey, and other stuff. That's it.
All right, that is it. Make sure to download the Agent app for Android and iOS. Let us know what you think about our picks, your picks, anyone's picks, no matter where you listen to that. Please, highest rating, comment, subscribe, download and listen to every single episode. Panther, take us the fuck home.
It wouldn't be a bad idea to take the 3 run lines that I had. I may actually do that. Take the 3 run lines and put them together as a Panther parlay.
Money line them or run line them in the parlay?
Huh?
Money line them or run line them?
Run line them in the parlay.
Okay.
Because then you probably get a pretty nice little plus number.
You might.
But that's not the parlay we're going to put together today. We're going to take the Hawks in those 8 points. I still think Vegas is off on that one. The Oakland Athletics, I got a little moral support from Max and Arches on it. And I'm going to disagree with you, too. We're going to take the Washington Nationals to give that parlay a little healthy plus line. put those three together, and that'll be your Panther parlay. And then, real quick, kind of somber, but still sports related. And we all heard about the tragedy down in Miami yesterday with the apartment collapse. And but a shout out to all the sports teams. I know the Tyler Hero and some of the Miami Heat players were down there. Miami Dolphins players were down there, and such a surreal thing that they're going through. But it's those kind of stories that we love our athletes. So kudos to those guys for being down there and supporting their community, and what is an incredible, tragic situation. But you guys know the deal, though. We're jumping on the website. We're jumping on the app. We're hanging out, shooting the shit. Call us out by name. We'll holler back. But most importantly, let us know what you did yesterday and what you're going to do today. And when it's all said and done, kids, it's all make some money, fools.
Information on this podcast may not be construed to offer any kind of investment advice or recommendations. Under no circumstances will the owners, operators, or guests of this podcast be held responsible for damages related to its contents.
It's Mattress Firm's biggest 4th of July sale ever. Hurry in and get a king bed for the price of a queen or a queen bed for the price of a twin. Plus, get a free adjustable base when you spend just $6.99 on Sealy. Or save $500 on all Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattresses. With our low price guarantee, you can rest assured you'll get the best bed at the best price, only at Mattress Firm. Offer valid with qualifying purchase. Restrictions apply. Valid at participating locations only. For offer details, visit mattressfirm.com/sale.
Over the past year, I've helped thousands turn their lives around. And today, I'm going to tell you the one simple trick that will change everything. All you have to do is...
And now a message from our sponsor.
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat, RV, or other outdoor vehicle for great protection and even more savings. Progressive.
And that's it. You'll have that for the rest of your lives. I'm so excited for you.
Progressive. There's never a bad time for great protection. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.